Hello everyone. This video will show how you can set up the Gladinet Cloud Enterprise in 10 minutes. The Gladinet Cloud Enterprise was built on top of the Microsoft web platform, including the Windows Server, the IIS Server, ASP.NET, .NET Framework, and SQL Server. As you can see here, it's delivered as a Microsoft installer package, a 100 meg package. And we really want you to read the README file, so we first package everything into a zip file. And you unpack the zip file, you see the README file and also this Microsoft MSI installer package. And you just double click on the MSI package and it installs as a normal Windows installer would. So typically you just do next, 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 and then it will drive you through the installation stages. So for now, it's copying the file and checking the prerequisite dependencies, and those components could be the IIS components, the ASP.NET and things like that. So typically you would use a separate Microsoft tool, the Microsoft Web Platform Installer, to prepare for those prerequisite, and we recommend you to do that first. But the installer will also double check to make sure, so it's best for you to do it on your own, to prepare the Microsoft platform prerequisite and then take a snapshot of the end result, and then if you're doing that from a virtual machine, it's a clean state, you can install the software. So now you need to connect to the database, right? So in an all-in-one installation, you can use the database as a static configuration repository for your Gladinet Cloud Enterprise instance. And in a production environment, you probably will pull the database out into a different database server. And some partners go even as far as setting up 2 different sites for backup and recovery, and have 2 different SQL servers doing replications. You can do that as well if you want to. And now after the installation is done, and now because of the system configuration change and SQL server, not SQL server but IIS server change, there's a reboot required, so it will shut down and reboot. And by the way, everything is done in real time without video editing, so what you see is what was happening, and you can get a feel of the real time it takes to install the software. And then, as I said before, and as shown in the title, after everything is done, it's going to be done in 10 minutes. So now the virtual machine is rebooting, and as you can see here, you just need to have Windows 2008 server. It could be a web server, it could be a enterprise edition, it could be a data center edition. It doesn't matter, as long as it's Service Pack 2 and R2 or R2, it's fine. If you want to use Windows Server 2012, you could do so as well. There's a step called HTTP activation. It's documented in our quick start guide. You can do that, and you could use Windows 2012 as well. So now it's rebooting, and because the server just booted up, different background system services are starting, so it will be a little bit of slow at this moment because of the system just get rebooted. So we just need to wait for everything to start, and then it should be good to go. After you logged in, well, let's click away this Microsoft Server Manager page, and there's this initial configuration page that's going to pop up. So the initial configuration is going to be done over a web browser, a set of web browser pages. So the very first page will be who's the admin, right? Who's the default admin? So we are waiting for that page to show up. So this is installed in a VMware virtual machine, and that's what we would recommend, because let's say if you want to support hundreds of thousands of users, and each box like this can support 1,000, so you need to keep on adding the nodes to the, we call it worker nodes. So you can keep on adding the worker nodes to the farm to scale the solution up. So virtual machine is recommended. And as you can see, the title here is Gladinet Cloud for Service Provider. So Gladinet Cloud Enterprise actually has two different packages. One is for enterprise, single tenant, and one is for service provider, multi-tenant. So I'm installing the multi-tenant one. And for the external URL here, because we haven't got the DNS name set up, we haven't got the SSL set up, so we just leave it as it is for now. And once we get the SSL and HTTPS ready, then later on we could change the external URL if we want to put it out on the internet. But for internet, maybe just as fine. So this page is about what kind of backend storage you want to be using for your self-hosted solution. So for now, we will just use the C drive, and that's the easiest, right? So in a proof of concept stage, you can use your C drive folder and check it out. As a matter of fact, you can use a lot more if you want to. You can use Google Cloud, you can use Amazon Cloud, you can use OpenStack, you can use EMC Atomos. Some are public, some are private. You can use them all, anything you like, anything you have. So now we are just going to be using the C drive folder to check it out. And some of our partners are using Sand Storage, some partners are using Nest Storage, some partners are using OpenStack, Atomos. So it's everywhere. You can use them all. So now you see the setup is initial configuration has already been completed, and now you can open up the web-based file manager. So that's the first thing you can check out, because you don't need to install anything more. You can start using the product, right? You can see here it's a modern HTML5 based browser that emulates the Windows Explorer or the Mac Finder. So we just created a folder over the web browser, and you can see here the folder is created inside this C drive folder. And not only the web-based file manager, you can also download the included the Windows client, desktop client, the Mac client, the server agent, or the iPhone, iPad, Android, and also Windows Phone 8 client. And now I'm going to show you also the included built-in branding manager, so you can change the brand if you want to. As just for fun, we change the product to Jerry Cloud and do a refresh, and as you can see here, the Jerry Cloud is showing up. So now this product becomes Jerry Cloud. It's no longer called Gladinet Cloud. And then the next step for you will be to set up the SSL, set up the DNS name, and then you can change the external URL to a DNS name over HTTPS, and now you can service this instance over the internet as your self-hosted Dropbox-like alternative solution. And again, you can see you can download the Windows desktop client, the server agent, the Mac client, and all the mobile clients to connect to your own instance here. Thanks everyone. Bye.